Hello everyone, this is Krishna and welcome back to my channel. This is part 4 of practical question series in React, and in this video we are going to see three practical questions. One is let us suppose you have some element or some custom data and you want to change the styles of those elements or data based on the condition. So how to do that in React? So the second one is you have some different data and you want to show based on the condition you want to show different data. So how to do that? And the next one is you have some array of objects or array and you want to bind that to the radio buttons. How to do that? So for this I have created a project called React2, and in this project I have app.js, which is called parent component, and this is part4.js, which is child component, and I am going to write my code in this part4.js, and in app.js I am going to render this part4 like this. So it will get saved, and let us write our code in part4.js, and I have a CSS file where I am going to write my styles called part4.css, and I am going to import that like this here. And let us implement the first scenario. I am taking one h1 tag. In this I am going to write some custom text. Based on condition. Now here I am going to use class name equal to, I am going to write some static class here, but here we are going to implement based on dynamical. So for this I am going to create a variable by using useState called condition and set condition equal to useState. As this is the functional component, I am going to use useState, and the default value for this is true. And next one is I am going to create two styles. The condition is true. I am going to use red class. This is the class name I am going to create in the CSS file. And if the condition is false, I am going to render blue class. So first we are going to create these classes in CSS files. For this I am going to place background color as red and color as white, and I am going to create another class where I am going to take background color as blue and color as white. So I have created two CSS classes here, and so it's getting loading, and here I am going to take a button. So once user clicks on this button, I am going to change the condition. For this I am going to create a click event handler, handle condition change. Here I am going to call this method. So for this I am going to create this method using arrow functions. This is the ASIC's arrow functions, and here I am going to change the condition as false. If it is true, I am going to make it as false, and if it is false, I am making it as true. For this, I am going to use not condition. Yeah, that's it. So here I am going to change the condition. So once the condition is changed, it will take it as blue class, and if it is clicked again, it will take it as red class. So let us verify it's working or not. So in app.js, we have forgot to mention it as part 4. Let us save this. It is compiling. So if you see here, once I click on this change condition, it should be changed as blue. So if I click again, it should be changed as red. So in this way, we can change the stylings of the component class, component data or element. So the next one is how to show and hide the data based on the condition or based on the button click. For this, I am going to write some text, and if condition is true, I am going to show some text. I am shown. So once user clicks on this method, this condition will be changed to false. So if it is false, we will not see anything, so it's hidden. If the condition is changed as true, it will be true, and this will be shown to the user. So let's head back to our browser and check whether it's working or not. So you should be able to see I am shown, and if I change the condition, you should not be able to see that. So in this way, we can achieve these two things. And the next one is how to bind the data to the radio button and how to display the radio button to the user. For this, I am going to create a array for some data, constant data, set data equal to use state of. So I'm going to create some objects in this. ID is 1 and value is ID is another object. ID as 2 and value as this one. And I will save this. Here I am going to create a radio button. Here I am mentioning it as radio button, so the type as radio. So it will and this is the checked property. And this is on chain method. I am going to create this method. So for storing the selected value, I am creating a variable. State of empty value, and once user clicks on this, I am going to send this data. So for this, I am going to send the value what user has selected, and here if this selected radio is true, we will be checking this radio. And to display the text, I am going to write d dot value, and here I am going to send, I am sending the data or value here, so I am going to take this value and set the selected value. Let us save this and check whether it's working or not. So you should be able to see two radio buttons with the values. So user should be able to check only one radio button at a time. So now you will be seeing how to display the data selected by the user into text box or UI. So we will be seeing that in our next video. So this is the end of this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.